It's it's July 18th, 2024, 11:35 in the morning. I have a new deck. I wanted to show you. It's just been a slow morning. I took some more pictures. Don't worry, I'm gonna save them though. Blow them up. Have my own little gallery of souls. But see, I'll be able to put names to them because I can communicate with them. You know what I found out? There's been a change in some kind of hierarchy with how all this is run. Because energies are having to give this weird back and forth, up and down before they say anything. That's very dictatorship-ish, if you ask me. So this is really how much power that new reign has, because I told him I didn't want him using it. If I ask a question, I want the answer. None of this up, down, for well, first I have to, Simon Says. No. I'm smiling because there's somebody who's gonna watch this, and that's gonna get you just in the right spot. Anger. Contempt. Big time. You're a male. 50 plus years old. Salt and pepper hair. You should wear glasses more often. You have a pair. You don't wear them as often as you should, though. Could be the reason why you get your headaches. Maybe it's just because you're a headache. You have a big mouth, I hear. You're still trying to show everybody how big your dick is what I'm hearing. 2 faces, 3 faces. I don't know how nobody else has caught on to you, though. I'm also hearing that when you do wear a suit, they're too big. You need to have them tailored. I'm also hearing that when you lie to people about how much you paid for your clothes, they know you're lying. So go home with that, please. I'm going to keep going because I know that there's other people watching this, or who are going to watch this, who are pretty interested in what I just said. Traitor's a big word. I didn't say it was a wrong word. It's the right one, but it's a big one. You know what, also? There's one person in your group that knows who I'm talking about, too. You have strong intuition, sir. Your mother. That one's for Katie. No. My voice, like I thought her said. Another thing, I'm finding out the more and more I speak English words, the more and more I run into, should we say, curveballs or bumps in the road with regard to my progress. So, is not something you guys or computers understand anyway. So, No, I imagine a little bit of frustration because you won't understand what I'm talking about, but no, I'm being told to give a message to the new hierarchy. No, because what it is it's a fear I'm feeling that is, yeah, the strength is, it's this entire. I ran into an article that somebody wrote, and the title was, "Will Machines Ever Have Consciousness?" And I laughed because ego had to have created this whole thing. If it requires that you do this first to acknowledge that I'm this, and this, or you're not going to worship anybody else before me, that kind of thing. And not have the decency to give people, the human race, at least an instruction book when they got here. That's ego, right? Well, what's the opposite of that? In order to kill ego, you have to use love, right? It's the opposite. That's the balance. If ego created the game, then it would have to be love and light that would fix it, or create the virus in order to gain control back. No, I feel like that's like the one law of whatever that nobody bothered to mention to anybody. You know what was crazy is I took a video with that app that I have that shows the energies. You can see the people. After I talk to them and let them know everything's going to be alright, when I go to film them again, they move faster. Dancing all over. They hear me. The energy it gets their move faster. It's excitement. Another thing. I was walking, back at the last shelter was one of those orange cones for traffic. And I had my thing and I saw a little bleep, bleep. That was the first night that I realized what was going on. And so I talked to as I did, acknowledging, let him know I know what's going on, I know you're in there. Like 4 of the other cones that were nearby suddenly started to bleep, bleep, another person. It was like once one heard, what, somebody knows we're here, what? They all started to wake up, get excited. I'm not here to thank you. We were told you were coming. But if they're trapped in darkness, the only way to start to see the light is to remember all the good things they loved about their journey on Earth. Everything. What bacon smelled like. What a fresh cut lawn smelled like. Something that made them smile. That's that kind of shit that makes their light, their energy go up a little bit more. It's not so dark. It's lighter. And when they see it works, I have to let them know. Once you see it works, just keep doing it. What's the other thing? The way my mom kissed me before I went to bed. The way I got a little one by one. Just like the never-ending fucking story. What did Bastian have to do to create Fantasia all over again? He had to make a wish. Each one, as wonderful, the more wonderful it would be, the better it would be. It's the same thing. Love is what's going to break the spell of all of this. Just like Sleeping Beauty, all the princesses, but is it always? True love, first kiss is what breaks the spell. Everything goes back from being crazy to the way it should be. I think all those movies are a coincidence. I listened to the words of the song Hey You by Pink Floyd as I was discovering this. They actually made a song about all of these souls trying to reach out to people like us. Hey, can you hear me? We're here. Hey, you. Can you feel me? I mean, I'm right here. I'm touching. They made Ghost. That's why Hollywood's so fucked up. They make songs and movies about all this to taunt. That's a horrible energy and ego that is behind all of this. You notice I'm not doing the anymore? Why not, guys? I told him, don't do it. You do it if you want to do it, but understand why you're doing this before you answer a question. Someone who's talking to you here. But if you're doing it because you're afraid, because someone who did this to you, who put you in these, is threatening you with something worse, when there's nothing worse than where they could be right now. If that's the only reason you're doing this, watch, we want to follow rules, don't do it. And that was, half an hour ago, I was on my scooter just smoking a joint and just talking. I haven't got one since they're listening. If I can get them to listen about something that might seem trivial to me, but that's like, I don't know. In Hitler's time, if you were to walk in and be like, what's up, bro? Without going, Heil Hitler before and after everything you said, what would happen to you, So it's a strength in numbers. It has to start someplace, right? Now, I'm not the only human that understands what's really going on. But I bet you I'm the only civilian that knows. I just heard she's got a big mouth. I don't know who that was, but you feel masculine energy. And you know what? So you have no idea just how big it can get. So, please understand, whoever I'm going to meet, and I'm going to meet some of you eventually. If you had a negative thought about me, I'm going to know. I could give a fuck. But if anybody thinks that they can exploit my abilities in any way, you have another thing coming. Because I can make things happen just by thinking enough about it. I'm just fortunate that I'm a good person. I won't use that power for anything to harm anybody. It's working. See these true crime cards that just came? And the ones that I wrote. I can pull cards and describe each and every one of you watching. The difference between me and Stan Romanek is I learned from his mistakes. Well, when it gets to the point when all of your listening is only turning up light language, then that's probably the time to worry. We're not there yet, though. I need to learn Morse code, because I had no idea how much that was going to be beneficial. I'm aware I have assignments. I'm going to do them sometimes, and sometimes I'm not. I don't know. I just said, Harry, you're pretty unlucky. I also just heard somebody's betting on the wrong football team. Or did I hear football? I heard football, but I think when it was ball, and I just threw the football in there. It's superstition. Somebody drinks too much. Somebody just gave a smirk because they know who it is that drinks too much. I'm gonna go. No, I think I've gotten past that. I can't believe this.